What is up, everybody? Good Friday. Taking a live look out from our camera. This is at the plaza as we have a good Friday night. Things are nice out there. Today was sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good day. Did you notice the fall colors? My goodness, it's like today was the peak. I think today, just with the sun hitting, and at least in my area, the colors were bright. Something else I noticed is the leaves are starting to blow off too. So it's like we hit peak color and the leaves are just starting to, what I'm afraid is going to happen is this winter this weekend, we're going to have this cold shock and we're going to have the wind to come with it. And it's like everything's just going to blow off the trees. I think it's just going to shut down. I don't know. I'm not an arborist, but it just kind of seems like it could go that way. Today was great though, and we have big changes on the way. Our weather's going to shift in a major way, and my goal with this video is to show you for your weekend. I'm sure you've got plans. When is it probably okay for you to try to get outside? I've got plans this weekend. I'm not going to just shuttle up in my house because we've got weather changing. So, I'll show you what I kind of plan to do. And then whenever it's going to be not great outside and just kind of help with whatever you've got going on in your life, and help plan as best I can with you. All right, so give you the weather, and then you can do what you need to with it. I've got the Facebook questions and comments open. If there's something that you would like to know, please ask, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. That'd be by the end of the video because I can't see them while I'm got my graphics up. Okay, here we go. So this is the setup behind the weather. We've got this strong jet stream, this is what's going to shift our weather, and it's going to dive straight in out of Canada. Watch that strong jet. You see that red? I showed this yesterday, but this is the reason why things are going to be getting a little sideways on us this weekend. Sorry, it's not wanting to work the way it typically does. So that's what happens there. What that will first do, though, is here comes the wind. This is step one. We're going to get this on Saturday, and watch. You're going to notice it whenever it comes by. Bam! Right there. And you can see the bright colors. I mean, it's windy. And once it gets going, it's going to hang with us through the weekend. And that's why we've got wind chills that are going to be so low. And I do believe we will see some flurries in the neighborhood. You can see them right there. So I'd say there's a good shot that we get our first flakes of the season. Today, 71. Normal for May, by the way. Mayvember. Awesome today. 38 on Sunday. We just crushed the temperatures. So that's why we've had a first warn on this. And a first warn is to say, hey, this day stands out. This is a day where weather is probably going to be something that you notice and you've got to navigate around. Maybe it changes the way you dress. Maybe it has an impact on if you can go out, to your kids got soccer practice or whatever. Weather is just a thing that day. It doesn't necessarily mean dangerous. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be, you can't be out in it. It just means that weather plays a factor in this day. And that's Sunday for sure because it's going to be our coldest in over 8 months. It's going to be a shock to our system. We're not calibrated for that kind of cold yet. And by the way, 38 is colder than our average high for Christmas. Christmas, kind of unusual, or not unusual, but surprising or maybe non-intuitive. I would have thought that it was colder, but the average high on Christmas is 40, and we're going to beat that. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Saturday. If you've got plans outside this weekend, and I do, I'm going to try to hang Christmas lights because we get, as soon as Halloween's over, it's Christmas season in my place. My neighbor's already up, and he's got his lights on. He won, so we're going to have some neighbor wars. I got to beat him. Coming for you, Kyle. But that, raking leaves, whatever you've got going on, your morning is going to be your best shot, all right? It's not bad. The morning's not perfect. It's not without flaws, but you're generally pretty mild. It's not too windy yet. You can get by with it. Then lunchtime, right about lunchtime, things are going to start changing on us. They're going to change rather quick, all right? So it's going to start to get windy, and then temperatures are going downhill, and your afternoon just really doesn't look great. I don't have a first warn on Saturday because no matter what time of the day, you're going to, be able to get out, but it just is not going to be a great day either. Okay. So here's another way that I am talking about it. It's a split Saturday. Your morning is going to be mild, light wind and drizzle, and your afternoon, that high of 60 might actually hit by or before lunchtime. It might hit by 11 a.m. and then it's going to turn colder quick and very windy. Let's talk about this wind. We showed you the big broad picture. All right, there it is. Saturday morning, 7, 8, 9. These are top winds. These are gusts. All right, so a 17 mile per hour wind gust is not a very windy day. But that's 11. Let's take you up to noon. There's 1. Oh, now we've got 41 mile per hour wind gusts in Olathe. We could easily have that in Kansas City too. It does look like the windiest area it will be along and south of I-70. But everybody's going to start to feel that breeze coming in. All right. And that's what's going to shift. That marks the shift. Here's rain. And this is by far the wettest of our computer simulations for Saturday. So I'm not telling you that this is how radar is going to look, but I want you to have the idea, and it makes sense to me whenever I look at like the background of the atmosphere on Saturday, that we have some drizzle or some light rain. So I just want you to imagine it's kind of gloomy in the morning. Even though the morning is going to be our best time of the day, you probably or have a decent chance of seeing a little bit of light precipitation. This would be rain. It would be brief light showers generally. If this computer forecast were to play out, it'd be a little bit more than just a drizzle, but I don't think it'll be much more than that. And the consensus, if we look at all of our many computer forecasts, is that it won't be much more than brief rounds of light rain or drizzle in the morning. So that's the most likely scenario. Okay, so anyway, that's going to move out by the afternoon. That wind comes in. When the wind comes in, kind of dries things out. So your afternoon is probably dry. It's just going to be windy and getting colder and kind of nasty outside, just unpleasant. And then here we get into Saturday night and Sunday morning, and you see that. Hey, little bits of those blue stripes that you see, those are flurries. So we'll probably see in some spots snowflakes. No accumulation, no travel trouble, nothing like that. So maybe you'll see them, maybe you won't at your house, but what you are guaranteed to get is this. The wind chills, the combo of that stiff breeze that we're still going to have on Sunday. Sunday's going to be breezy. We'll have gusts to like 30 miles per hour. And temperatures in the morning are going to be in the 20s. It's going to feel like the 20s pretty well all day. Maybe briefly it'll feel like 32, but I mean, the day's just going to feel cold. From 71 today to feeling like the 20s all day on Sunday. That's why we've got the first one. Can you get out in that? Yeah. Can you go to the current game with that? Yeah. You're going to want to dress appropriately, because if not, you're going to be miserable. I think Sunday night we could actually be colder than what it's showing here. I'll prove that to you here in a minute. You may actually have some like way down in the teens wind chills by Sunday night and Monday morning. The actual low temperatures here really fall off. The bottom drops out Sunday night, Monday morning. So we go from 42, that's our low overnight tonight, Saturday morning. Sunday morning, 27. Monday morning, we're at 20. Whoa, that is pipe bursting kind of cold. So if you've got sprinkler systems, then you need to clear those out like quick. You've got to do that Saturday. It'll destroy your sprinkler system. And unhook your hoses. If you've got hoses connected to the spigots outside, then you want to take those out. And if you've got, any sort of winterizing to do, just make sure you do it before, especially we get to Sunday night. Ooh, man, it's going to be chilly. Okay, let's see what temperatures we got out there right now. Not bad. 59 degrees. We're above our normal high temperature right now. It's almost 8 o'clock in November. It's good. That's good. Here's tomorrow morning. And I want you to see this rain chance that we've got, and also how our temperatures are spiking pretty quickly. So we start out in the low 40s, but it doesn't take long. We're, 10 o'clock, you're at 55, you're near 60 by 11. Your rain chances, it's there. It's 30, 40%. Look at these highs, though. This kind of paints the picture where you see 40s north. You got a cold day in Maryville on Saturday. St. Joe, 49. I mean, that's pretty close. That cold air is quickly going to come in. That's why, again, I don't think this is going to be a typical day where our high temperature comes at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's on the move. It's going to invade, and then it will slide its way south too, but 50s and 60s along and south of I-70. So afternoon looks like this. Temperatures going down. So high somewhere around lunchtime, and then we're into the 50s or even 40s by the time the sun sets. All right, here's that 7-day. Couple things that stand out on that 7-day. Number one is look at Monday morning. Look at these wind chills. I mean, 13. You need the big coat. Not the regular one won't cut it. I mean, that is some cold stuff that we'll have as we kick off next week. So keep that in mind if you're checking out for the weekend. Come back next week. That's what we've got. 42 is still really chilly. That's about a little bit above our normal low temperature, but close to it. But sunny skies. And wow, do we turn things around like that? That's what's great about this. It's not all bad news here. We get into Veterans Day, and we see the oranges and the yellows coming back. We're back to normal or warmer than normal. And by next Friday, we're a carbon copy of what we had today. As great as today was, next Friday is going to be every bit as good. Maybe you'll enjoy it even more because we will have had that cold before. So 68, we are so back. Sunshine, warm, sunny. Come on. That sets us up for a great weekend for next weekend. So next weekend may be better. Looks better than this one. So that's what we've got. Let's see if we've got any questions here that I could answer for you guys. This is so scary. It's not scary. It's just cold. This is going to be a brief hit. If you were to cover up Sunday and Monday, you'd be like, it's a pretty good forecast. But Sunday and Monday really stand out, don't they? Levi, what's your request? What can I do for you? Any questions or comments that you've got, go ahead. Be happy to answer them for you. So we'll give these a couple minutes to come in. See if anybody else has one. So what I've got is the Facebook comments up. Can we request no cold? Yeah, you can request it. I'll be there with you too. I would love to be out this weekend. Just enjoy more warm weather. But man, get ready. It's going to be a 1-2 punch. Winter's going to hit us for the first time. But in a couple months we'll be laughing at this and think, 38, big deal. Okay, guys, that's the latest for me. I will have new information at 10 o'clock. I'll share it with you on KCTV. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope this helped you out in some way. And always appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.